Hi, this is Tanya Stamper. I'm going to be talking to you about Noam Chomsky. We know him to be a leader in the field of linguistics. Who was he? He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1928, and his approach to linguistics comes from a rationalist philosophy. He believes that the mind is not a blank slate at birth, dependent upon experience and learning, but that it's pre-equipped with knowledge universal to human nature. So he believes that children, when they're born, they already are equipped with the ability to have language. And he believes that they already possess and then develop an innate understanding of grammar regardless of where they're raised, based on being pre-equipped with that ability. There are several critics of his theory. They say that he doesn't account for environmental considerations with what is called motherese, which is a form of baby talk that influences a child's acquisition of grammar. And environmentalists suggest that the child's environment shapes their behavior and learning, and they believe that the environment is the primary influence in a child's development. But Chomsky believes that children are born hardwired, that where they have the syntax, the ability to grasp the basic workings of language, and then the child chooses particular grammar and language from the environment that is available to them at that time, based on what is available in their brain. He explained it as if their its brain is equipped with a CD player already set to play language. And when the CD for a certain language is inserted, then that is the language that the child learns. Now, critics say that this conflicts with evolutionary anthropology that views language acquisition as a gradual adaptation of the brain and vocal cords. So basically, as a child grows, that they're learning from their environment and their vocal cords are growing and their brain is growing in certain ways based on their environment and adapting to what's going on around them. Chomsky views language with humans in a very unique sense, that humans are the only living beings who have the language as we use today. And we know that certain animals can mimic human language, but they do not possess the capability of comprehension and being able to use that language in the way that we do. He believed that if a child is placed in an impoverished environment, then their innate abilities won't develop if they are not stimulated, and if their brain is not enabled by curiosity, intelligence, and creativity in order to develop their linguistic abilities. And we do know that with care and stimulation, given opportunity, that children can grow in linguistic abilities, and based on what is inside of their brains. We know that this has been proved true by real-life examples of children left in the wild that are called feral children, or children that have been neglected, who've had no interaction with humans or in a positive way, no language interaction. And these children have not been able to develop the words, the syntax, and so forth that they need, because they have not been nurtured in this way. So basically he says that children have the ability in their brains, but at the same time they need to have the opportunity and have the stimulation to use this. So basically, in using the example of the CD, like he spoke about, then they have that, the CD is inserted with the language, but you have to push play and give them the opportunity to use that language. So why are Chomsky's theories important for educators today? Because they're focused around the best methods of education. His theories are world renowned and for the most part are in agreement with what doctors and neurologists see today as being the way that the human language is. These theories help us to understand how children learn, how they grow and process information, and it also helps us to know that even though the neurologists and linguists are still performing studies on what goes on in the brain and how it's all connected with language, it is still unknown how these processes are really developed and how they work. What we do know is that God created these abilities in us so that we can use them to the fullest. And as educators, the point is that we want to work with children of various languages, and we need to understand how their languages are developed and understand the theories that these are based on and provide them with opportunities to enhance their language abilities.